Hello, followers of this YouTube channel. It is me again. Once again. It is me once again, Jay, also known as Sassity Sama, including all the other freaking things that I am called. I am here as a second FTM video. The most I was able to accomplish in the last time that I have talked to you is tomorrow I am seeing my psychologist once again. I have a list of things that I need to talk to him about, and this list does not, I'm not going to say the whole list, so I'd rather not, but most of it is involving my CAMH papers, because I looked up on the internet for CAMH, because it will, it pays for most of everything that you have to deal, or it pays for most of everything when you're transitioning. So your needles, which cost a lot of money, and then your top surgery itself, they cover it for you. So that is a awesome thing, so I don't have to save that much money. And the only thing I have to save money for is the transportation to Montreal when I am able to get my when I'm able to get it. The wait list for CAMH is a 2-year waiting list, but it does say somewhere in here, over somewhere, let me just find it. I'm pretty positive. Yeah, so at this time our wait list is 24 months to first assessment, so that is 2 years, because 12 months plus 2, 12 plus 12 is 24, so let's do math. That is supposed to be easy. I'm tired. But it does say in brackets, please note that the ministry has announced plans to exceed access beginning in 2016. That being said, it will be, they will be getting more people to work for them, so then it won't be a 2-year waiting list. It probably still will right now, since it's just the beginning of 2016, but probably later on in 2016 they will be getting more people. Then they would have a lot less of a waiting list, so maybe it might be a year wait list, which I can live with. I can live for a year of not starting my transition yet, but you guys will be with me the whole time, because I feel like I'm gonna do that with you guys, because yeah, I want to, and I'm cuddling with my teddy bear. It's Goldie. Enjoy Goldie, he's awesome. So I'm gonna be talking to him about that, because I know for a fact that you have to see a psychologist or someone before you go and get your gender changed on your like legally get it changed, and I'm pretty positive to get it changed it's cost like $100. I don't remember. I haven't really looked that up. I should probably do that. I know that I have to, there is also, we are encouraging you as a family doctor, or as family doctors, to conduct your own assessment for hormone therapy, working in partnership with other professionals and the organization as necessary. So, I'm going to be talking to my psychologist about this and seeing if he can actually kind of like assess me as well. Seeing, like, giving me a good assessment, I hope, for hormone therapy. So then when I go to CAMH, they have 2 people that have already assessed that it is a-okay to go through hormone therapy, because I know CAMH has to assess you first. Sometimes it could be only one assessment if they themselves believe that like you are able to get onto hormone therapy, then they will actually you don't have to go see them, or you don't have to go see another you don't have to go see them again, but then there's the times where you have to go see them again if they don't think that you are ready for hormone therapy. Then there are the criteria that I need to be. I need to be 18, which I'm 21, even though I got mistaken for 16, 15 years old. As usual, there's a story I want to tell you about in after this. you have received diagnosis for gender dysphoria. I'm going to be talking to both of my doctor and my psychologist about this because, yeah, it's better to have two than one. More the merrier. Next, you have given this due thought and made appropriate disclosures. Made appropriate disclosures and arrangements. This can include like having considered implications of fertility. So probably I'm assuming that's not having kids ever in a million freaking years, which I'm never having one, unless I'm adopting. But other than that, no. Or if you're planning on having a hysterectomy, which I'm okay with, I wouldn't mind having one. What are the other ones? And having come out to important people in your life. That would be me. Important people, like the main important people I should be telling is my family, which is people I live with. They all know. My stepsister's the only one that actually gives it any form of thought or actually really cares about it. The others, not so much. Any mental health or substance abuse issues are well controlled. I have not been diagnosed with anything mentally for mental health. I do not take any pills because I am horrible with pills. I will remember to take them for a week, but then after that, yeah, no more pills. You are knowledgeable about the interventions and their risk and have a good aftercare plan in place. Mine is, if I move out before I get this done, I will be coming back here to this house and spending here as long as I can, so I can recuperate. And if I am in a job, I will probably tell them that I'm going to be taking a couple of months off because I have this happening and whatnot. So yeah, a couple of months off. And then the usual, you have to clients become eligible for genital surgery after 1 year of continuous medically supervised hormone therapy and completion of continuous gender role experience, the GRE. This is WPATH standard, which is World Professional Association for Transgender Health. But yeah, so all that stuff. It's mainly like I have came out as a guy to all my friends. All my friends know that they call me he, him, his, and Jay. And dog barking. And then there is also the fact that I have a mail account of like a Facebook mail account. If you want to come look up me, it's Jayfain, Jayfain. So instead of Fain, if you don't remember, think pain, but with an F instead of a P. But yeah, so there's that. There's a bunch of other stuff, like there's information for family doctors and nurse practitioners regarding hormone therapy. So practitioners, if you don't know what, or nurse practitioners, if you don't know what that means, it is the female nurses that are with your family doctor usually. Yeah. And all the adult gender, fuck my life, adult gender identity clinic, typical journey. So the usual, what you would experience. So initial appointment, after your initial appointment, and out of town telepsychiatry option and whatnot. So there's a bunch of stuff that I'm going to be talking to my psychologist about, along with everything that I am going through right now, because I'm doing through a lot of stuff. So I'm going to talk to him about that stuff, and yeah, hopefully that all turns out really well. And then I'm going to be seeing my doctor when I get an appointment completed, and if he can fill all this out, fax it over and whatnot. But now I'm going to tell you a story. So, as you all know, Easter just passed. Good Friday, Easter weekend just passed and whatnot. So, my stepsister, she had a friend come over for the, for eve of Easter, and he was here on Easter. I met him the eve of Easter, the evening of Easter, before Easter happened, fuck. So Easter Eve, so it's like Christmas Eve, but Easter Eve, technically, I don't know. Let me be stupid for a bit. I met him on the first day that he was here, and I had my binder on. I had just my normal outfit I usually wear, and as I met him, I only met him for like a couple of seconds because I kind of just like, hi, bye, leaving now because I'm not really good with new people. I am, but not at the same time. Yeah, it's hard to explain. If it's a con and I meet new people, I'm just like, hi, I love you, freaking, you're amazing, and whatnot. But if it's people not at a con, it's a little bit different. Anyways, so I met him, and I ran back upstairs, and just today, the Monday of Easter weekend, I was talking to my stepsister about like everything, and then she actually told me that, excuse me, she was talking about how, like, I don't know, she was talking about something, and it came up saying my stepsister, implying me, because she kind of doesn't do the whole stepbrother yet. But he was just like, who? Wait, you have a stepsister? And I don't remember what it was. So she was talking about how she, like, and whatnot, and so he was just like, oh, because he actually thought that I was a guy right off the bat. He thought I was just a 15, 16-year-old stepbrother, and I have like this, I'm sorry, this is just really awkward. It's really red. This is really awkward. Maybe this, there we go, okay, that's the last red. Anyways, I'm just gonna cover that up. I'm gonna focus back myself. So he actually originally thought I was a stepbrother, a younger 15, 16-year-old stepbrother, because I somehow get mistaken for 15, 16 years old, sometimes a little bit older, sometimes a little bit younger, depends, and I like screwing with people, so I usually have a picture of me, and I'll probably put up the picture right here. Welcome back. So this picture, as you see, it has my fair Goldie right with me right now, and I had blue hair, and a lot of people usually mistake me for 15, 16. Sometimes they actually just get the right age, but I am 21 years old, almost 22 come May. But yeah. So when she told me this, I was so happy, because it's very hard for people to see me as a guy. Some people actually have thought that I was a trans female. And I'm just like, no, it's the opposite way around. I just don't look like a guy, nor do I sound like one right now, because I have not started tea yet. And I'm excited. I want to start it like now. I really do, but I can't. But yeah, so seeing the psychologist tomorrow, trying to get a appointment with my doctor tomorrow, or just like call him tomorrow and get an appointment done, and see him about that. Get the CAMH papers all filled out. Then he has to fax them to CAMH, and hopefully get on on the waiting list and get working. But yeah, so like I say like I'm gonna say every single time, you guys are gonna be with me throughout this whole thing. I know a few people that have done this as well. Not every person that is transitioning has done this, but a lot of people have, and I love following them, because it's actually a experience that I'm gonna go through, as I hopefully in the next 2-3 years, and it's something that it's just like you look at it and you watch them and you're so happy for them, and you're just thinking like, that's gonna be me in the next 2-3 years, maybe 4. I'm so happy, like, yay, kind of thing. I really hope that I can actually get mine soon. Mine will probably be 4 years from today, so you're gonna be with me for 4 years. I was gonna keep this thing going for 4 years, and we're crazy. So hopefully it's not gonna be a 2-year waiting list to get this actually done. Actually done, or we get to the assessment. Hopefully it doesn't take 2 years. I really hope it just takes a lot less time, but it depends and whatnot. Maybe in the 4 years I might actually get bottom surgery figured out, because right now it doesn't do much. It does 2 things out of 3. It does a lot compared to yeah, but it does 2 out of 3, and I'm not going to explain what it does, because it's just awkward. If you want to know, look for me on Facebook. Just ask me if you want to know what it is. If you have any questions for me, comment down below. If you want me to talk about anything, comment down below and I'll talk about it. If you are curious about what everything to do with transgendered people and whatnot, just comment down below. I am up for explaining and talking about it. I really don't care. I get asked the same questions a lot, and it's just they're curious. They've never heard about it. They've never really had the person to talk to about it, because a lot of the times they're afraid to ask because a lot of people take a lot of offense for it, and that makes them now like, oh, I want to know, but I could look it up, but I don't want to know that way. I kind of want to know from their point of view, kind of thing. So I don't mind them asking. I don't mind you asking me about questions about anything. I am up for answering. I'll answer in the next FTM video. This is the second one. There's going to be a third, fourth, fifth, I don't know freaking how many. There's going to be a lot. But, oops. I do know that to go for my top surgery is in Montreal. I am in Ontario. Montreal is right beside us. I've already been to Montreal twice for conventions, but there is a doctor that does a lot of the surgeries, and my friend Xander went there to get his surgery done, so I'm excited to do that because, yeah, I'm excited. I really want to get it done really soon, very soon, hopefully soon, but knowing luck, it's probably going to be 4 years. So, yeah, you guys are going to be with me for 4 years, 4, not 5. I want it to be like 1 year, but it's not going to be 1 year. I know that for a fact. But 4 years with me. Enjoy it. Hopefully you guys don't get tired of me and talking like I do forever. But yeah, bye. See you in the next video. Ciao.